Don't just follow trends, be the trend rider just like this. That is exactly what we're going to be doing as we walk you through this strategy by Mario Singh. Following trends is widely regarded as the most powerful way to make consistent profits in the markets. And this strategy we have for you is one of, if not the most powerful way to catch on to a trend. We'll show you how to set up this simple strategy properly and show you exactly how to trade it confidently. Ready? Let's dive in. The trend rider is one of the strategies from Mario Singh's book, 17 Proven Currency Strategies. One of the most famous sayings in trading is, the trend is your friend until it bends. And this strategy plays on that concept. One of the main reasons why many retail traders fail to make consistent profits is because they exit too early. How often have you had that experience when we jump into a trade, we take a 20 pip profit, and then watch in horror as the trade goes another 500 pips in our direction? Well, this is the strategy for you. This is a strategy that will be used on either the 1 hour or the 4 hour time frame in trending markets by utilizing the moving average and the ADX indicators. It is super easy to set up. Let me show you how right now. Okay, so let's jump straight on the charts and set this strategy up because it's really super easy. Just open up TradingView or your trading platform, go onto any of the major Forex pairs, put it onto a 1 hour or 4 hour time frame. And what we want to do is click on indicators at the top here and type in moving average. That's one of the indicators we need. And we want this one here that says moving average exponential. If we click that twice, it will populate in the top left as you can see here. Now we want to change the length of those as per the strategy. So go over to inputs, double click, go over to inputs. And the first one we want is length 12. And we can change the color to whatever we like. Just make that line a bit thicker maybe. Press OK. And then again, double click because it's standard set to 9. And we want to change the next one to 36. And again, we can change the color. I'd recommend having a different color on because it'll be easier to see. Like so. Now we've got the moving averages. And the last one we need is the ADX indicator, the average directional movement index. Type in ADX. Click and it will populate at the bottom of the chart like this. Again, the standard settings we can change if we just double click. We want to change the color, but we want to leave it as 14, which is the standard. Now you can just make that line a little bit thicker so it's easier to see and press OK. And there we have it. The strategy is set up like that. Let's have a look through the rules. So now we have the indicators set up on our charts. Let's run through the rules of the Trend Rider strategy by Mario Singh. Now, in terms of what pairs we trade this on, we have quite a few options. We can use any major Forex pair. For example, Euro dollar or the pound versus the US dollar. Pretty much all of the US dollar pairs and also some of the European pairs as well. Now, the time frame that we trade this on is the 1 hour or the 4 hour time frame. The indicators we use, the ones we set up, of course, the EMA 12, the EMA 36 and the ADX indicator. Now, in terms of our stop loss on the trade, we must always place our stop loss at the EMA 36, but that level must be a 30 pip minimum. Our take profit is not predefined. That gives us the chance to ride a really huge trend. So we use the ADX indicator to determine when to exit the trade. So we wait for a cross above and below 40, which I'll explain in the next examples. We use this in trending markets and the rules of the strategy. We go long when the EMA 12 crosses above the 36, and we go short when the EMA 12 crosses below the EMA 36, and we risk 3% per trade. Okay, so let's take a look at a couple of examples now. I'm on the USD versus the Japanese yen on the 4 hour time frames. We've got the right market and the right time frame, and we're waiting first of all for that crossover for our signal to go long here, because we're waiting for that crossover of that blue back over this orange line here, so the EMA 12 crossing over the EMA 36. If we just run this through, we can see what happens is the market starts to trade higher, and then you can see we get that crossover. So now we're on the hunt for some long opportunities. But what we're waiting for is a retest of this EMA 12, and then for the stop loss to be at least 30 pips away, which is where this EMA 36 should be. So we're waiting for both of those scenarios. So we let the market play out, and you can see here that we get this retest. And there's our signal to go long. Our stop loss needs to be at the EMA 36, which needs to be at least 30 pips away, because that determines our trend. And And you can see this is 113 pip stop loss. That's absolutely fine. What we're then waiting for is the ADX to cross over and back below this 40 area for our signal to exit the market. You can see we actually nearly get stopped out here. That's the reason we had our stop loss where we did. Market continues. Speed this up a little bit. We then get that crossover above 40 up here. Now our exit signal is when we then get that crossover back down below, which you can see we get here. That's our signal that the trend is about to end. And here you can see we managed to get a 3.3 risk reward trade here in the space from the Friday the 5th of January up to the 22nd. So we was in this trade for quite a while, but we caught onto a really good bullish trend here. So here's a great buy example. Okay, now looking at a selling example. So I'm on euro dollar on the 4-hour time frame. And what we're waiting for, you can see we've been in bullish trend here. We're waiting for that reversal and that crossover back below. And what you can see here is we start to see that crossover taking shape, but the gap between that isn't 30 pips yet. So we're still waiting for our entry. We get the crossover, which is our opportunity to potentially go short. You can see here we then get the retest. Of that area, but is our stop loss 30 pips? There we go, 34.4. So that's a valid entry. What we're then waiting for is once we're in the trade, we're now waiting for this ADX to cross above 40 and then back down below. And that's our signal to exit the market. You can see the market now trades above that ADX, it's above that 40 area. And then we start to see it fall below right there. So probably at this spike here is when we exited the trade. But still a fantastic 2.4 risk reward on a 3% risk. We'll be making well over 6% profit there. So that's fantastic. As we conclude our dive into the trend rider trading strategy, remember that success in the markets is not just about predicting trends, it's about riding them with precision. This strategy will hopefully give you the chance to catch on to massive trends, which is something we all want to do. All the rules of the strategy and breakdown of examples are in the PDFs below this video with a link to Mario Singh's book. You can also join us in our Trade Together live streams every single day and watch us, the coaching team, put this strategy into action. See you soon.